Take two. Let's see if it works this time. Facebook is being wonky. Got a love-hate relationship with social media, right? Okay, so I'm on here and so excited today for you guys to hear from my sister-in-law, which is really exciting. She's been using peptides for a long time and is like literally a wealth of knowledge. So I'm super pumped that she said yes, she could be on here today so you guys can hear from her how it's helped her, her family, what they are, how they work, all the things. So if you're joining me, make sure that you ask any questions that you want answered. We want to make sure we get those answered for you. And let me just see. All right, awesome. Let's see. Hopefully it will work this time. Ugh, I know, so strange. Facebook is giving us some problems. I have to just do this a different way. Yay, I see it now, Vanessa. All right, so you should see a little thing pop up, Vanessa, that's saying that I'm inviting you on. Yay!
Right. Am I the right direction?
Now you are. Perfect.
Okay.
Yay. Oh, that looks so beautiful outside. I'm
Yeah,
jealous.
no, it's like 65 here.
Ah, don't even
So
rub it in.
nice. I know. But you won't want to be here in the winter. I
That's
know,
right. I'm a
Blair.
big baby. I know.
I
I visited Vanessa once in Michigan in Thanksgiving, and I was like,
know.
I'll never do it again. Although we said we're coming next year, so I'm like, all right, I'll be better. Now I'm in menopause, so I
Yeah.
might actually like it.
Yes. I know you're like you're wearing shorts or a dress. All right. So tell me how so if I'm on my
Yep.
Facebook and so
Just hit
whoever's with
share.
us, we're giving a
Yep.
little tutorial on how to go Facebook Live.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So
just
I am
go to
on
Blair,
my yeah, okay. Because I'm
and
trying to
then
post to my community too, guys. Okay.
yes,
Yay.
absolutely. So
All
if you
right.
go to Blair and then you hit the share button, you can pick where you want it.
Okay, so now I have it open on my computer, and where, where is that?
Oh,
Where
this
I
is
share.
okay. So when you click the little share, it's underneath me. It's like a right
Oh,
hand arrow.
yep,
And then there'll be like these little circle. It'll say there's a share now button, but there's also these little buttons at the bottom where
yes,
you can pick where you want it to go. So like I'm
group.
going to pick group. Yep. And I'm going to put it in my menopause group.
There we go. Okay. All right. We are live,
Yeah,
ladies.
so welcome
Yay.
everybody. I'm so excited for you guys to meet my sister-in-law, Vanessa. She's a mom of 4 boys who are hockey kids, so you can imagine she's on the go. They're
Oh, yeah.
always traveling for sports, in hotels, on the go. Not
Yeah.
only that, but her husband's an entrepreneur, so he travels a lot. And one of the cool things that about Vanessa is before they even had kids, Vanessa started on a health journey. I'll let her tell you guys about it, but I've gotten to watch it firsthand over the years. And she was vegan before I even like knew people
Yay.
were vegan. And she studied at places like Hippocrates here in West Palm Beach and other amazing places. And so when I started on these peptides a year and a half ago and started feeling absolutely amazing, I asked her like about a month or so ago, hey, I'm going to start actually ordering from this other company. Will you check it out? And we ended up having some amazing conversations. And she's joined me now in this opportunity to be able to help more people and reach more
Yeah.
people with these products. So I've had so many people ask me over the last week, Vanessa, like, what is a peptide? Like, they don't even, they're,
Yeah.
we'll start first with your story because I
Okay.
think your story is really encouraging and very interesting because a lot of us have, whether we know it or not, we have issues with our gut or our health that are actually generational. They go back
Exactly.
to, things that happened to us while we were in our mom's womb, right? So it's not always your fault. You might eat really well and you might exercise and do all the right things. So be kind to yourself. It's just something that is unfortunately our environment that we're in
Yeah.
now.
That's what was coming to me when you were talking was it's our environmental toxins. I mean, we're just being polluted. We've all been vaccinated. We grew up maybe having McDonald's, when you're good, you get a Happy Meal on Fridays, So like we have all of these toxins that actually our society's never been around. Plastics, everything in our products, all that stuff. So no wonder a lot of us have some cellular dysfunction. And I think that when it comes to peptides, it all goes down to cellular dysfunction. And so I was really blessed early on to be introduced. I mean, I was 22 years old. I struggled with an eating disorder, and it was when I made the shift. And I love saying this, so I've got my notes outside, but like my notes are flying. Sorry. So um, I was blessed to have someone who spoke into my life and started shifted my mindset from eating to be thin to eating to be healthy. And that's when I found out about Hippocrates Health Institute. And it was my first visit there. I actually watched this guy, his name was Bob, and his whole family checked him in. And he was, stage 4 cancer. And through my 3 weeks there, I watched him every day go from couldn't move in a bed in his room to actually coming out. And that was on this raw living, green juice, wheatgrass. Yeah, my green juice. It's my secret sauce. But that kind of intrigued me when I saw him go from gray to color post chemo. And so I enrolled in that. And that started me on my journey. And I would say, man, I've had some health issues. I've had hormonal issues. I'm similar to you with the ovarian cysts, and they kept coming back. Actually, I I say 5 times during the 4 babies, and I actually had surgery during one of those pregnancies for the cyst that got so big. After my third child, a tumor came back again, and I literally had, I mean, it was this big on my abdomen, like protruding. And so, because of Hippocrates, I always had that grounding place, and I swear it saved me so much. My fourth baby is a miracle baby because they wanted to do a full hysterectomy and put me on chemo and said, call in the troops, you're going to lose your hair. And they're like speaking this over me. So the Hippocrates, this holistic approach to living and finding the root of the problem, not like, hey, my ovaries are the problem. Like that's not the root of the issue. And so I'm really grateful. But I did come to a point where after the fourth baby, gosh, how old was he? About 5. And I started having these I swear they're hormonal ups and downs where my weight swing would go from like 20 pounds 1 month to the other, really heavy cycles. I just was aging and post babies and all of the things, the health protocol that I had done all these years wasn't working. And I went at it like full on. And so that's when my Dr. Tina DeSepula, not Dr. Tina from the Dr. Tina show, who we're like just binge watching right now, because she really has an amazing protocol using these peptides and is debunking. Oh, there's my puppies. And be quiet. We're not barking. Sorry. So, yeah, that my Dr. Tina suggested peptide therapy and introducing. I had come in contact with it right after the first baby to get ready for Amanda, my sister's wedding. So I was a maid of honor. I'm like, great, I just had a baby like 8 weeks ago, lots of swelling to fit into a dress. But so that the peptides helped me then, but they're expensive. Yeah. And so I didn't maintain it. I wish I had, if I had known now known then what I know now. Yeah. So I started introducing Somorelin first, and then a few months later, semaglutide, and that was the game changer. And I am, now that I'm learning about these GLP-1s, it's way more than just the weight gain. It is regenerative to the cells in ways that I'm just blown away. And I'm like, holy cow. I think like I have 2 herniations in my neck. I had 2 shoulder surgeries over the last couple of years and bounced right back after those surgeries. But I didn't do the neck surgery, and I've just been kind of leaning on, even though the pain was so great, that all of my holistic things like helped, acupuncture, yoga, sauna, stretching. But when your discs are like pressing down on each other in your neck, and you have 4 kids who play hockey, and like it's just like living like that. So I would go do these injections, the steroid injections, and I would have to do them every year and do like a set of 3 of them, which are not the best thing for your health. Yeah. And I've noticed that I haven't had an injection in the 3 years that I've been on the semaglutide. So I know that there is cellular degeneration going on at such a deeper level. And the more I'm studying and listening and reading, I'm just seeing that these peptides, and they're naturally occurring in our body. We have them in our cells. And when our cells get all gunky and dirty from our environment, life choices, food, diet, and hereditary. So I just really am blown away by these peptides and how
Wow.
they're, yeah.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
that's
it's
my little short
incredible.
testimony there.
Yeah, no, it's incredible because honestly, I've noticed a lot of those same things. So it's so interesting because
Yeah.
I'll tell people, I don't know, it's like it got rid of all the inflammation in my body. Yeah, like the weight loss was amazing. Like, I'm not going to lie, I
Yeah.
love being 33 pounds lighter, but I really love how I feel. And that
Yeah.
was what was mind blowing to me. And honestly, all the crazy, information that's being thrown around and that people are believing, it breaks my heart because I would have started this so much earlier if I hadn't listened to that and
Yeah.
instead really done my own research. So I know there's
Yeah.
a lot of people that are like, well, what is a peptide? So like we kind
Yeah.
of break down like the science part of all of this. Like, what is a peptide? How
Yeah.
does it work? Why should they even look into this?
Yeah, for sure. So peptides are in the body, and they're basically branch chain amino acids. They're like the protein building blocks. And I'm like fixing my notes here from the wind. So but basically they help our cells to communicate. So when you're introducing a peptide therapy or an injection, it's going straight to those cells, to those areas where it needs tissue repair, and then it's communicating with them. And this has a lot to do with that inflammation. For my story, the first week on the semaglutide, I lost 5 pounds. That wasn't fat. That was like bloating, swelling, hormonal, and I just started. And then the next week was like another 5 pounds. I swear, after the first month, I lost 20 pounds of just pure inflammation. It was ungunking the cells. So when we don't, that's like the easiest way to explain it. Like, our cells are dirty. We're in a dirty environment. We're, exposed to so many different things. And that's why in Cultivie, I teach the whole gamut, from what you're putting on your skin, what you're washing in your clothes, fragrances, all of that, because it does dirty up our cells. And yeah, so, and causes inflammation. I swear, there's a book called Inflammation Nation, and I actually heard this doctor years ago at a conference, a nutraceutical conference, and he was talking about all of the sickness and disease. We are the inflammation nation. And
Yeah, for
so,
sure.
women struggling with their weight, it's not, I bet you it's not even like fat as you think. It's swelling
Yeah.
inflammation. And I think that that's the root cause of many of our chronic illnesses that we have here in America.
I
So,
couldn't agree more. And that was something when I studied while I had cancer, right? Like, and I just took that year to really like dive in, understand
hmm
preventative health and holistic health and functional medicine and all that was like the number one thing that kept coming back is inflammation. Like now I feel like I
yep.
really understand it. So what do you feel like for somebody who's watching this today and they're like, well, why would I need a peptide, or why should I get started, or like what
Mhm.
education do you think they need to have around that, and what would you say to them?
Um, well, I mean, gosh, we all, like I said, again, we're all have dirty cells, and we need a boost. We need, something to help our body to communicate easier on a cellular level. I think I mean, what's the stat? 68% of Americans will be on some type of peptide now that science has discovered this. And actually, it's been around for 20 plus years in the holistic community. Naturopathic doctors have been using these, and in the workout community, like,
Mhm.
the Samoralin and HGH, those are natural ways to not have to take the steroids that some weight trainers take or build using. So, anyways, I really would just encourage you to educate yourself a little more, even if you've heard some of the negative things out there. Um, it's really surprising, but actually not
Right.
really. The more that I've been in holistic health and big pharma, The GLP-1s do way more than just the weight loss. And I would say try the semaglutide. Even the Dr. Tina that I was listening to this morning, it's doing so much more on a cellular level with anti-inflammatory, neurocognition, just the whole gamut. So it really helps your body to speed up healing. And like, for example, also the Samoralin, that's a great one because you're releasing more growth hormones and tissue repair. So I really like that. On the semaglutide, I like taking the Samoralin. I have not had 1 ounce of muscle loss. I'm cut. And I don't want to like,
Yeah.
I like go flex my muscles, but I'm strong. I love it. And then I just started the NAD yesterday, which was great.
Oh,
Just the
awesome.
one day,
Isn't it
just the one day.
amazing?
It
I know.
really is. I'm like so impressed.
Yeah.
I'm so excited because not everyone can afford that functional medical doctor. I've been blessed because of that. I'm very grateful for my journey. But that's what, like, for me, what Cultivie is all about. And you with your group, just sharing from our life experiences. I mean, I've, because of that holistic approach, I swear it's helped me in so many areas. Like, even now, I can't imagine if I didn't have that peptide therapy, that little boost of where my health was going. And just, I felt really hopeless, and the peptides really just help to connect all the dots and the communication on a cellular level in my body. So that's, I think, what most of us are going through, almost all of us.
Yeah.
So
No, I love that. And also people are probably like, what's Cultivie? I know right now this is being broadcast inside of Cultivie Facebook group, but Vanessa
yes,
has a private community. So will you share a little bit about what that is and what you do inside that group and how they can join?
for sure. So that was birthed out of my tagline is your life, your journey. And so that's basically what it was, my journey. I've been through so many ups and downs in my health. And for me personally, if it wasn't for my experience with my spiritual mama kind of taking me to Whole Foods, my mom died when I was younger. So I didn't have a woman like help, like, even to say, hey, I'm fluctuating in my weight gain from month to month, mom, like, what's going on? I don't have anything to look back at and see. And so I know that there's many of us out there, and I wanted to create a women's community that was based in my knowledge and my experiences, and create a space where everyone can just ask questions, feel free, learn the Hippocrates health protocol, which I just feel has saved my life. I don't know what would have happened. You have an amazing journey with mixing the two together, but they wanted to do chemotherapy again and do a full hysterectomy. And I was like, nope, I'm checking into Hippocrates.
Yeah. And it
So
worked, which is
yeah,
so
and
amazing.
and I found out that mine was actually an LMP tumor, like lower malignant potential. And because of Hippocrates guiding me and telling me, no, you're not going to do the full hysterectomy. You need to find a doctor that will go in and just scrape the wall of the ovary and take out the cyst.
Right.
And well, that actually makes me think about PCOS too. So the
Yes.
polycystic ovaries, they're actually finding that GLP-1. So had I known about these peptides or stayed on that protocol back after Ashton, I may not have had some of these symptoms. So
Right. Yeah. I actually have a friend of mine right now on it that has PCOS. She's on week 3, I think, of tirzepatide now. And she's like,
okay,
I cannot believe how amazing I feel. She's like, Blair, you saved my life. I'm like, oh, stop.
yeah,
She's like, no, you don't understand. And like when you aren't feeling well, and sometimes, as women, I think that because we're in a lot of roles and we do a lot of things, sometimes
mm-hmm,
you don't feel good, but you don't even have time to realize how bad you feel
yeah,
until you start to feel better. And then you're like, wow. Like I look back at pictures of myself 10 years ago and I'm like, that lady is, I mean, you can tell I'm inflamed in my
mm-hmm,
face. You can tell by my hair. You can tell by my body size. Like I was not healthy and I was just pushing through every single day to, get things done. I wish I had known then what I know now.
yeah,
So If
Yeah,
you guys
for
want to
sure.
join Vanessa's group, you can drop below that you want to join her group. You can write Vanessa's group or Cultivie, and I'll
Yay.
make sure I connect you with her
Yay.
so you can get into that group. If you're friends with Vanessa and you're seeing this, you can ask her for how you can get in as well. And if you're looking for how to get peptides, reach out to one of us. We can help you with that as well. We both have partnered with LEMD because it's a telehealth concierge company that allows everybody access
Hmm.
to these products. And that's what was really on my heart and Vanessa's heart when we decided to pair with this company, was because wait a minute, people can go onto this website, get a telehealth appointment with a doctor, get approved for whatever's right for them, and have it shipped directly to their house without having to spend that extra thousands of dollars having to go into the
Hmm.
functional offices, functional medicine or holistic health
Seriously.
offices. And maybe you don't even know where that is, where around where you live, right? I live in Fort Lauderdale, so there's like one on every corner. But some cities don't have anybody that does something like this. You'd have to drive 2 or 3 hours to find somebody that
Yeah.
could help you. So,
It's
for sure.
funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, real quick. That makes me think
No.
of something Adam says with his House of Bricks community
Yeah.
is the dummy tax. So we paid the dummy tax for you with our expensive doctors, but now we have something that we can share with you to help you. I know that there is a peptide out there that will help you feel better. I know it.
For sure.
So
I love that. That's a great way to
yay.
say it. I'm going to steal that. I love it. All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, you guys. Make
Yay.
sure you reach out if you have any
Thank
questions.
you.
Thanks, Vanessa, for taking time
Yay.
out. I know this is going to help a lot of
Yes,
people. So
for
thank you.
sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yay.
Bye,
Thanks, Blair.
guys.
Thanks, ladies.